It's 1:28. Yes, we are late this afternoon. There, we want to apologize for that, but we're here. We're here. We'll speak to the issues of today, and today's Wednesday, so we'll speak about a couple issues uh, this afternoon. We do apologize for the late start. A lot of people are still wondering. We haven't heard the voice in a while. And some questions about the upcoming summit. We just got an update today on the summit plan for June 4th to June 6th. Here's the leader of the United Workers' Party giving an update.
I'm pleased to announce that the plans are going exceptionally well for the hosting of the first ever Dominica Economic Revival Summit that is scheduled for June 4th to 6th at the Jungle Bay Resort in Sufria. We are beginning, of course, on the night of the 4th with the opening ceremony and awards dinner. I am happy to note that all of the nominees have been finalized. We have actually 9 outstanding Dominicans who will be awarded for their outstanding contribution to Dominica's economy in various areas of agriculture, music and entertainment, tourism, manufacturing, and so on, 9 different areas. We'll also be conferring the award, Lifetime Achievement Award, to Mr. Philip Nassif, who passed recently, but who was a pioneer in Dominica as far as manufacturing is concerned. I'm also happy to note that we have secured as a keynote speaker for the opening ceremony, Mr. Darwin Telemac, who is the head of the Port Authority in Antigua and Barbuda. And he will also be part of the conference dealing with the all-important issue of transportation and logistics, and how, as a country, as we begin to produce, as we begin to export, or we can tackle the issue of transportation. So all in all, it's shaping up to be a very exciting time. Registrations are ongoing. A number of persons have already registered, both for the dinner and for the 2-day summit. And we certainly like to encourage persons to register. That can be done at da-econsummit.com. That is da-econsummit.com. And places are filling up quickly. And as we've indicated, we'll be looking at the first 100 persons who are registered. So if you've not already done so, we'd encourage persons to register to be a part of this. Come, let us plan together. The idea of the summit, of course, is to lay concrete plans for the future development of Dominica. So we're encouraging all our fellow Dominicans to get involved, get aboard, and let us work together to build this beautiful country of ours.
So again, we're just going to open up the lines. It's an open line. There are many issues to explore. One of the key and fundamental issues we've been exploring in recent times. Everybody wants an update on the electoral reform. Where are we? Where are we going? Will we get electoral reform? I'm hearing a lot of news as it relates to the possibility of elections. Do you suspect this is on the table? I'm hearing of meetings in St. Thomas. The Prime Minister is giving an award sometime next week. Is that a sign of things to come? Mr. PM, the people wants electoral reform. I know the last time you promised to start the debate going. Will we get election reform? Hello, talk to me on the telephone.
Michael, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Matt, I was listening to news this afternoon and I heard Jeff Bellot talking about food in that hot season by the roadside, which is not very good for people to use. And he talked about eggs. And Matt, last week I was watching eggs in the hot sun by the roadside and saying to myself, wow. You mean people going to buy these eggs in that hot sun, taking all the hot sun, not even covered, nothing, or in a cold thing, nothing. And today, I'm hearing Jeff talking about it. So we have to be careful what we eat, what we buy, where we buy it, because the season is very hot. And a thing like egg, it's not egg alone, but there are more. But an example. Okay?
So don't buy anything at the side of the road, in other words.
That's it. Well, I don't usually buy it. As Matt Dale says, but I don't usually buy it.
We'll try our very best. I heard of the conversation there with Mr. Jeff Bellot. I'll even try to, of course, play that clip from Mr. Bellot there, a warning of, the things that we buy at the side of the road. And he's in food quality, so he knows something about that. Let's listen again, yeah?
I'm pleased to announce that.
Not this one. We're gonna come back there, and of course, try to get the clip that Lucille was talking about this afternoon. I think we have it here. So let's see if we can follow and play this one for you. Let's see.
Hi, this is Jeff Bellot. I'm the president of Carry Feed, researcher scientist, also president of Was Incorporated company based in the United States. I'm just would like to send out awareness to the public and the Commonwealth of Dominica on food safety. With this extreme warm weather that we are having in Dominica right now, I don't think it's the best idea for people to be selling certain foods on the roadside without the proper refrigeration or temperature control. It's very concerning to me seeing that vendors are selling eggs on the street without at least keeping it cool or in a cooler with some little bit of ice or at least some cold water. This is a very serious issue. I think that the government need to place more awareness on food safety in Dominica. I think there's need to educate the public, not just the vendors, but also the farmers. I also would like to ask the farmers, whenever they harvest eggs, it is very important that they wash these eggs with using a 5-gallon bucket of water with 100 ppm of bleach, parts per million. And that is 100 ppm of bleach is really just the cap of the bleach. Just fill it up and put it in that 5-gallon bucket of water, stir it, and then they can use a clean rag, damp it, and wipe the eggs free, or they can put it in there before they go to the market. That's one way that you can make sure that you are not carrying any virus or disease from the farm to the consumer. Also, noticeably that quite a bit of food has been sold on the street without proper temperature monitoring. I think the health department of Dominica should probably go and do some sort of inspection, especially right now we're having this very extreme warm weather. This is perfect temperature for certain bad organisms like Listeria, E. coli, Salmonella to grow into a food source. Folks are selling fish on the roadside without proper refrigeration, without permits. These things are very serious matters. I just want to raise awareness to the public to be aware of that and asking those vendors, to try to take a bit more precaution with these food items you're selling, whether it's raw meat or already cooked, prepared food. It's important we do these things in order to stay healthy. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. I'm hoping I can have a conversation with him sometime during the course of the hour. We have many trained professionals around. And again, I just want to give kudos to my friend, Dr. Dale Dangoben. I received word today that he has been recognized with excellence in enhancing diversity and inclusion. He got an award for that there. I just want to read there, Dr. Dale, Chief of Surgery and Trauma Medical Director at Holy Spirit Medical Center, received the April Excellence in Enhancing Diversity and Inclusion Award. Dr. Dale's nomination stems from his commitment to fostering diversity, championing inclusive practices, and serving as a mentor to the underrepresented groups in medicine. He has spearheaded community outreach programs and educated and empowering youths from various backgrounds to pursue fulfilling careers in healthcare. His leadership has catalyzed a surge in diverse talent with the Department of Surgery at the Holy Spirit Medical Center. One colleague described him as a merely custodian of diversity, but a beacon of inspiration who guides us towards a more inclusive future. Dr. Dale names Dr. Alfonso Ilera, former Associate Dean of Academic Achievement and Professor Emeritus of Neural and Behavioral Sciences at Penn State College of Medicine, as a hidden hero. So Dr. Dale has been described as a hidden hero, and simply put, he believed in me from the beginning. The Excellence in Enhancing Diversity and Inclusion Award is presented by the Penn State University Diversity Council every 2 months to highlight employee contributions in their work environments. This is the doctor that Dominica has refused on 2 occasions getting his license. I'm hoping in the near future, if such if Dr. Dale makes another effort to get his license in Dominica, that of course the board and the authorities will grant him his license. So he being described as a hero in the medical field there in Pennsylvania. A hidden hero. Let's go back to the telephone. Are you there? Yes?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
I patiently waiting, Mark.
Okay.
Mark, I know we have some real pressing issues in Dominica, and which is electoral reform. Proper electoral reform is the most pressing one right now. But Matt, as I already said to you, the same I don't believe there's an international airport building. I am very doubtful that we'll get proper electoral reform.
Why are you so doubtful?
You might not answer me, but please.
Well, I'm asking you, why are you so doubtful?
No, that's okay, but please ask this question for me.
But you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. You're talking over me. I'm asking you, why are you so doubtful that we will get electoral reform?
What was the future concern during the time of vaccine? Whether what we see now, that was a future concern. So please do that for me, Matt. Thank you.
He hasn't listened to me, 449-3095. He's listening to himself. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
Matt, when you have a narcissist in charge, you saw a classical narcissist, Donald Trump. Mr. Obama ushered him into the White House. But when it was his turn to do the same for Joe Biden, he couldn't do it, Matt. Trump, a known narcissist, went to the correspondence dinner once. Obama threw a couple jokes on him, and that was it. He couldn't go back again. Even while he was sitting in his term, he never went. He cannot take a joke, but he likes to quasi everybody. Cannot take a joke. This is the mark of a narcissist. Nobody must be a hero next to the narcissist. You cannot have a Dominican hero, another one, come in here as a hero, and you facilitating him to further recognize him as a hero. You can't do it because you're a narcissist. And that is a bad quality, Matt, a very bad quality in a leader, especially in a democratic arena. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. It's 1:45. Talk to me. Yes?
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you.
Congratulations to Dr. Dale Dong the Ben, Matt. As they say, a hero is never honored in his country, Matt. And so that is how it is. He have business in St. Vincent that need him. He have business other places, but his own country. They're calling it De Malqua Pasa with other two, because stop all your stupidities, think that Dr. Dale might override him because he might do. He taller than him and he bigger than him, so he might override him. So he wouldn't want Dr. Dale Dong the Ben around him, because Dr. Dale Dong the Ben is a truthful person. When you're speaking truth to power. So you don't want him by you. But on another note, people talking about we wouldn't get, if all of us keep saying that we will not get electoral reform. That is what Starboy stupidity want to hear. No, because
you recognize that there's some certain activities taking place that signal we may have an election around the corner?
Well, Matt, I hearing things. I don't know what's going on. No, Matt, because we'll see downstairs by me. If I don't peep out through my door, I'm not even seeing people that passing, because when my bush have my bash and fruit and all my plants on my porch, Matt, I don't see and hear things. So I cannot talk much about that, Matt. Matt, we have the man spoke about food by the roadside.
Yes,
Some people having fish by the roadside in them little cooler. That in that kind of heat that cannot hold up for people to be buying. And a lot of things we're buying on the roadside, we just shouldn't be buying it, man. You see, like that kind of heat that day, you see people like the little perfume trays and everything outside, not even a little umbrella over it. They have to tell a lady, my lady, all that sun there on that thing there, try and take that thing out of the sun, because too much sun hitting them little colon you have them. By the time people buy them, it lose its value. You have to tell them that sometimes. Some of them might take it out, they might look at you in a kind of a way, who the hell are you? But some of them might take it out. But the way be going on in that country, they're not. We will get electoral reform, and we must stop being negative, have a positive outlook on life, and we will not stand up there, Dominicans. But if Dominicans really sit down there and let's boy us stupidity, call an election on us, then, but if I can't play a pass, my children can't play a ticket for me. Look for me, people, yeah? With that, how they call it?
So you say you're saying that Dominicans should not allow the Prime Minister to call another election on them, yeah?
No, Matt, you learn. We should not, Matt. We should not sit down there and let Starboy stupidity call an election on us. Hell no, Matt. What happened now? As I say, if it's true that flag of Dominica buried with our grandmother in the cemetery in Atasi, it's time that we go and exhume that damn flag because it look like we're serious shit in that country. Bye-bye, man.
All right, bye-bye. Hello, it's 148. Will we, Dominicans, allow another election without electoral reform? That question keeps pounding. Hello, yes? Caller, are you there? You're not. Let's take another phone call. Are you there, yes?
Afternoon, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
But I'm very concerned of that election to come very soon. They have no election coming very soon. Money going to spread like wildfire. And one Dominican, be careful taking money from an extortionist hand. An extortionist, be careful because money is not good as we have known before. When you take money, you take the devil's money. That's all about it.
All right, caller, let's take another phone call. Are you there? Yes?
Matt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
Matt, you remember when Scary called the sham election 2022? The year 2025 was referenced.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that is what is happening. I guess Scary is preparing for some election. However, I don't think we have to wait for us to get electoral reform now. I think the time has come for us to take it. Right? And we need to do what has to be done.
When do you say take it, what do you think Dominicans should do about it?
The people need to get out on the streets, and if we have to block Scary on them from entering their offices, so be it, until we hear what we hear.
Okay, caller, let's take another phone call. Yes? Uh-huh.
Matt?
Yes.
Hello, Matt?
I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Matt, I called to apologize to you, because I wasn't hearing you asking me that question, Matt.
Okay.
Anybody that's afraid to answer questions have a problem, and I'm not. But you're asking a question, Matt. It's only after I turn off my phone, I heard it on the next.
That's the question I was asking us. So why do you think we won't be having electoral reform? That's the question I asked.
Yeah, Matt. Why I'm doubtful. Matt, you remember the press conference with the Prime Minister, and he stated that he's the only. There will be no election now. The Prime Minister is the only one that'll be ready to call election. Matt, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Matt, can you remember?
Yes.
Matt, don't you see? I personally, let me set my name. Tony Caesar does not believe anything the Prime Minister say. I told you before, and I'll tell you again. I do not trust him, Matt, because he's telling too many lies, Matt. And when he said he's going to have a meeting with people or show people what is going to be on the document for electoral reform in the second week of April, Matt. Matt, what are your thoughts, Matt? Matt, why am I asking Mr. Prime Minister whether Dominicans will lose their lives at the expense of his staying in office, Matt? Matt, it's because I can foresee what is going to happen in Dominica, Matt.
But he said he's going to step down sometime in 25, 26. Do you think he will step down?
I'm not a troublemaker, but Matt, every child, every little baby have to stand on their feet and say no to these criminals because they do not want to do it, Matt. So that's why.
Okay, caller. Let's move on and take an international call. Are you there? Yeah.
Good afternoon, my friend.
Good afternoon. How are you? Calling from the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Yours truly Prosper from La Plaine. Matt, I heard you say it looks like election is coming soon. What makes you believe election is coming soon, my friend?
We have seen many signs. That's what a lot of people conclude that election maybe around the corner.
So what about?
So you're close to that regime. Maybe you can give us a hint as to what do you think? What do you make of the comments that there may be an election, my brother?
What makes you believe an election is coming? You believe in it?
I am telling you, a lot of people are getting some hints. I'm saying you might say it's not true. So tell us what you believe. You, Erwin Prosper. What do you believe?
Not the government I support, which is the Dominican Labour Party. We have airport coming up. We have stuff doing, Matt. We focusing on what we're doing. We don't focus on election now, Matt.
You remember in 2022? Did did you know then that elections would have been called?
But that was 2022.
I'm asking you, did you know then that elections would be called?
No, man, we don't have time for election now, man.
I'm asking you, did you know whether elections would have been called in 2022?
Yes, I recall we had an election in 2022.
I'm not asking you whether you recall we had election in 2022. I'm saying, did you know that elections would be called in 2022?
It will not call, man. I know that for sure.
All right. You haven't answered my question. When you're ready to answer my question, you can call me back, my friend Irwin. Hello, talk to me, yes?
So, Matt, you see, deception, he cannot know anyway, because it's only in Skerritt's head, and Skerritt may whisper it to his child,
Yes.
as far as I remember. You see, that part of the process that we have, it needs to be changed. There must be a fixed date for election. Elections cannot be fair when the date is only in the head of the prime minister, when he can pop it up at his convenience. That definitely should be part of electoral reform, where there's a fixed date for elections. Because, you see that kind of deception. He refused to answer your question, Matt. He refused to answer, knowing that if he answered your question, it would reveal something. Because obviously he cannot know. It's only in the head of Skerritt. And Skerritt believes that he is following the law. He's not breaking the law. So he believes he can use it over and over again. And you cannot say he's breaking the law. All you can say is that the law is not fair. The electoral laws are not fair. And we need to correct that, because we need free and fair elections. And no one can doubt that without having a fixed election date, once it's only in the mind of the prime minister, he's going to use it to his advantage. So it's not going to be fair, man. That needs to be changed. Thank you.
All right. So again, and the prime minister did say that he was going to step down in 2025. Let's find out. Let's remind him that he said that a couple months back, a couple years back.
Mr. Skerritt's successor after 2025 will probably want to call an election anyhow. So my feeling is that this is going to be a relatively short term, and it appears to be one that will happen without the participation of a loyal opposition, and that's entirely their choice to make.
Oh, you see, that's his advisor from Barbados. That's Mr. Peter Wakeham. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yeah?
Matt, good afternoon again, Matt.
You're back.
Matt, I don't want Dominican to trust Skerritt. Do not trust Skerritt. Anything we want, we must fight for it. He will not get to us. The man is mad, wild, and he's dangerous. That's all about it.
All right. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes? Hello? Hello? 449-3095-9697. Hello, yes?
Matt, is me again. Matt, when Roosevelt Skerritt say he's nonsense, you believe in him, you just swallow his tablet fast, eh? That man lying too much and say what he wants. Which Skerritt will step down? I'm listening.
But he said he would step down. Who am I to say he won't? Hello, talk to me, yes?
Hello.
Yes, hello. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Yes. There is an election coming. Look at how the senators and them are preparing all the community. Yeah. You there, Matt?
I'm right here.
You there? Okay. Hello?
I'm right here. Go ahead. Something seems to be wrong with your telephone. Call me back. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, how you doing today, my brother?
Hey, how you doing, my brother? How you doing?
Good. I can't complain. Matt, tell me your secret. Where you get that little hint election is coming now?
I'm telling you, a lot of people are suggesting that there may be election. I may be wrong, but they may be wrong as well. But they're suggesting that given a lot of activities taking place right now, something may be around the corner. That's basically what they're saying. I'm not saying election is coming. I'm saying that is what people are suggesting. Yes?
Well, all of them that suggesting, I want to tell them they are wrong, Matt.
How do you know? How do you know they're wrong?
Matt, you don't see what that's going on. Tram going, airport, marina, things moving. We don't call an election now. And what if we do call an election? Who are we gonna run against? My partner Joshua?
Yesterday you were really congratulating Joshua. Today you take a total spin around, huh?
No, man, don't try that.
I'm saying what you said. I heard you congratulating Joshua, people should support Joshua and everything. Now you complete turnaround. You're saying Joshua would not be able to contest an election against the Prime Minister.
No, he could. No, Joshua Party is a new party. He could contest, but there's nobody out there to beat the Labour Party right now. We all know that.
So you don't think the other parties can come together and defend the Labour Party?
Matt, come together where the only place UWP can win is Marigot and Salisbury. That's it. Matt, let me ask you a question. Where else in Dominica, what village do you think UWP can win if the election were called tomorrow?
There are many other constituencies if they do their work on the ground that they could win.
Matt, they've been doing work for 20 years. Come on, Matt. Matt, are you gonna?
But you asked me a question. I'm telling you, if they do their work on the ground and hit the concrete running, I think they can do very well.
Oh, come on, man. They've been hitting the concrete.
And if people will stop paying for votes during election time, I think if it's an equal playing field, I think anybody could win.
Matt, are you going to support Joshua Party?
No, that's a different. You're running away from the conversation, though. I'm telling you, if it's an equal playing field, I have no doubt that some other party can win. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me?
The next thing.
Oh, you're running away from the question. Do you agree with me? If there's an equal playing field, any party can win.
Matt, Danny win, Lennox win, Spraggs win. It's always equal.
I'm asking you, do you agree with me if there's electoral reform and we can compete on an equal playing field? Who win? Do you think that any another party could win if we're competing on an equal playing field?
If we're doing an equal playing field, nobody could beat the Labour Party right now.
All right. Well. Of course, then you support electoral reform. Then he's running away. Hello, talk to me on the telephone.
Matt.
Yes, I'm here.
Bias is a funny thing, but anyway, here we go. Matt, what margin did Thompson Fountain lose his seat, Matt?
About 12 votes, I think. I remember.
There was one way; it was one vote, right? You remember in the final
and the rechecks and rechecks
one
and
vote.
rechecks. It happened in Casablanca as well.
And you have to consider, Matt, that these constituencies, people were brought there to vote, and they won by one vote. It was carefully calculated how many votes they needed, and they brought them in, and they won by a very slim margin. So what is Al really talking about? What is he really talking about? That only Salisbury, Matt. We need to have a fixed date because Al cannot know the secret mind of Roosevelt Skerritt. Roosevelt Skerritt said he told his son, and then after a while he refused to tell his son because he got old enough. And he couldn't trust his son because his son might divulge the date. Am I wrong, Matt? Matt,
I don't know about the trust, but I can't.
Well,
he said, he's the only person I would tell the secret is his son. That I can tell you.
But he went on to say, Matt, that he's no longer telling his son because he got big enough.
I didn't hear that part.
Well, will you find the tape, Matt? Because I remember it clearly that he cannot tell his son anymore because the son might talk. So not even his son. So how will Al know that there's not an election coming soon? But we're seeing the indicators. That's what we're saying. We're seeing indicators. So Al will never know. He will only know when Roosevelt Skerritt announces it. And that's when we will know. But we are seeing indicators, many indicators, that there could be an election soon. And Al cannot doubt that. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. On the telephone, yes?
Yeah, my brother, what's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm good. Listen, man, airtime is so limited, man. Al is not calling to... you don't have to really go back and forth with Al like that. This man have nothing to say as far as Dominica, helping Dominica. Don't go back and forth, man. There's other people I want to call have more valuable things to say, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to congratulate Dr. Dale, and I want Dominicans, if this man up in Pennsylvania, in the US of A, they're awarding this individual, Dr. Dale. He has his own office and he has his own crew and team. And they uphold this man. And we don't want to, you all in Dominica don't want to accept this money. How many of your family that passed away in recent time in bike accident, motor vehicle accident? And if he was intervening or if they had accepted him, Dominica, with his qualification and his expertise, a lot of your family members could have been saved. But because of your ignorance and following one man, you all don't want to accept this man in Dominica. This is why your people will continue suffering in Dominica. But America, accept him and acknowledge him for his expertise. Dominicans, you're cutting your nose to spite your face for one man. And again, my brother, even goats they're stealing right now, even goats the police and them end up stealing right now. It's sad and it's a shame. An 84-year-old man is stealing his goats. This is how we come in Dominica. It's sad, it's sad, it's sad.
All right, hello, talk to me on the telephone while people are hungry. Hello, yes?
Matt, let me say to you again. United Workers' Party never lose election. The extortionists that govern the country told the election, not again. We not going to let it happen again. No time. That's right.
Okay, caller. Hello, talk to me. I've heard you for the third time today. The more terms the Prime Minister serves, the more pension he receives. So those snap elections before 5 years, term complete, gives him more terms in office, which is his qualifier for his pension. He earns his pension based on the number of terms he serves as Prime Minister. He earns his pension not by the number of years he serves in office, but the number of terms he serves. This is what interesting information there coming from a top civil servant, the former top civil servant. Hello, talk to me.
24 years that in opposition, tell them to give away another time, another chance to win, to contest.
Repeat what you said.
I said 24 years UWP fighting to be in power. They cannot get there at no time, no matter what you do. And when you and Blessing talking the nonsense, UWP could get nowhere. Bye-bye.
All right, hello, talk to me. I respect your opinion. I have mine and you have yours. Okay, hello, talk to me. Yeah? Hello, yes?
Hello, Matt.
How are you?
Matt, anybody who said you're watching numbers, they're telling lies. I believe that. I believe you're just in the light. I never been to the station. But Matt, I think if you see numbers, you'd have leave me alone. That's my first time, right? But Matt, I called to ask you a question. Matt, before 2025, we had the statement or the announcement about 2025 of the stepping down of Mr. Roosevelt's carriage. Matt, how many times, you Matt, tell me please, how many times before we heard Mr. Skerrit say that is for term, that is last term? Matt, you ever heard that before?
I don't know if I've heard. But I think
Matt, maybe I heard about 3 times already, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why when people like me call and I say I do not trust the Prime Minister, Matt, please get with me, because maybe when people putting pressure on you, they don't understand you have to do your job properly. I understand that. But Matt, this man is not real. This is why nobody who says they are believer in Christ should support him. Every Christian believer in Christ should leave his spirit and denounce him. Thank you, Matt.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. A lot of telephone calls coming in. Just stick around.
Just received at ESA Trading Limited a wide range of disposable diapers. Your very favorite, world class. Giggles Baby's Diapers, specifically designed for your baby's comfort. With stretchable elastic sides for flight backing, super absorbent, and super strong. Available regular or pull-ups in small, medium, large, extra large, and super extra large. Prices as low as $5.50 per packet. Yes, you heard right. A packet of Giggles baby diapers for as low as $5 and plus. Giggles baby wipes, 72 pack, only $3.95. 100 pack, only $5.95. And when it comes to adult diapers, ESA Trading Limited also has you covered. Giggles brand of adult diapers, super comfort, super absorbing, and super strength. Available in small, medium, large, and extra large, regular or pull-ups, and prices as low as $13.95 per packet. And keep the beds from getting soiled with underpads, starting at $9.95 per packet. Also receive the First Lady Ultra Sanitary Napkins in regular, night, and long, only $4.95. Giggles brand of baby diapers and adult diapers and more. Available at the new and improved Eastside Trading Limited at the corner of the Bayfront and Kennedy Avenue, Roseau and Kinfield Industrial Site. Eastside Trading Limited, making a difference for you. Mountaintop, natural spring water. All bottled water is not created equally. There is bottled water and then there is mountaintop, natural spring water. Mountaintop natural spring water, sourced from healthy, mineral-rich Caribbean's natural springs. It is the best tasting water of all. It is also healthy with natural minerals. Some other bottled waters remove the natural minerals which we need to have a healthy balance, but Mountaintop keeps them for us, just as nature intends it to. So for great tasting and healthy bottled water, choose Mountaintop Natural Spring Water. It is the best for you. Available at Eastside Trading Limited in 500 ml, 1.5 liter, and 5 liter bottles. Retail and wholesale prices start from $1.95. Eastside Trading Limited, making a difference for you.
How much Dominican history do you know? Want to learn some fun facts? We have a great and fun way to test your knowledge and learn more about our history. Get your copy of Dominic Anu, Dominica in Puzzle. Fun for the whole family. Available now on Amazon.com. Visit pushpast10.com to learn more. Email us at dominicainpuzzle@gmail.com or call 877-698-9894.
The question remains, and a lot of people are asking questions. I decided this afternoon to bring on one commissioner to get his view on the pause as to whether, I'm sure we'll have a further conversation sometime down the road, as to whether we will get electoral reform. On the line with me is Mr. Hillary Shillingford, an electoral commissioner. Mr. Hillary Shillingford, good afternoon to you. Questions remain whether we will get electoral reform. What do you think? We'll have a further conversation sometime down the road, but a short view from you.
Mark.
I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, but I take it you want to hear my view on electoral reform?
That's it. Whether we will get electoral reform.
Mark, well, I was catching me off target there. However, I can make a comment.
All right.
And I can hear you very low. I don't know if you can hear me.
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, very well. Mark, well, I mean, it is clear that the government and the Prime Minister Joseph Scarlett doesn't want to give Dominican electoral reform, or is not prepared to give any meaningful electoral reform, recognizing international best practice, Matt. But look at, we have a reform electoral commission, Matt, headed by the passport salesmen. 3 passport salesmen on them, Matt. Those that left were passport salesmen. Those that come in, passport salesmen. Everybody that come from the government side is a passport seller. Matt, these people have no interest in Dominica than just the millions. But when you look at it, Roosevelt Skerrit not going to upset his status quo. As far as he's concerned, he's not going to upset his electoral, his re-election legacy, Matt. They have said it before. We finish an election, and up till today, we cannot have meetings, Matt. After Sir Dennis Byron, Matt, sorry, even before election. Since Sir Dennis Byron report, Matt, nothing happened at the commission. Duncan is busy traveling, making his money. Lawrence don't have time. Alec is like a plane, making his money on passport. I'm saying this to say, Matt, this guy cannot give electoral reform a chance. But this guy, and if you're speaking, I'm speaking a little louder if you want to interrupt, Matt.
Yeah. Okay, I'm hearing you.
This guy sent an email for a meeting, Matt, on Thursday. Matt, and it's absolute, to me, in my view, is absolute garbage. To deal with minutes, one, to talk about people who are working at election time, registering people. Nothing to do with reform, Matt, on the agenda. Matt, to make matters worse, Duncan Stowe and the chief election officer, Matt, they left Dominica to go to Korea as electoral observers. What is the moral authority? On what moral grounds Duncan can stand to go anywhere and observe an election? When he's crucifying reform in Dominica, when he's doing everything in his power that we do not have free and fair election in Dominica. But Duncan and the chief gets on a flight and they go out to Korea. They went out to Korea. They're back now to observe elections. What a shame. You know, what can they offer anybody in Dominica? You cannot do nothing. You are the chairman. You are the ultimate boss on reform. And Dominica stay like a country in a zoo. Like one of them deep in the zoo deep countries in Africa, Matt. Matt, Duncan Stowe, together with Alec and Lennox, will do everything to frustrate reform. Matt, look at Dominica. Every single contract Roosevelt Skerrit and his administration have to give is to foreigners, Matt. Why is that so, Matt? If they're not interested in giving Dominicans food, would they give them reform, Matt? If they're trying to keep you poor and hungry, and they are doing nothing, we see a number of trucks came in again, Matt, last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yet still Dominicans, they're them truckers. Lazy fellas, them truckers, them Dominican truckers. Just running them off and doing nothing to secure the part of Dominica. They have the cutlass in their hand to stop what is happening to them, Matt. Driving Roseau. If your transport not licensed, do it for sacrifice, make a sacrifice. You're only not getting work. And go wrong Roseau, block Roseau. Drive slowly. Do something. Tell Roosevelt Skerrit and his administration you want work. So Troyne is bringing trucks, Reno bringing trucks, Caracan bringing trucks. All over the country, foreign trucks come in. They make all their millions from Dominica Strong. They give them back some 9 million, which they will share again among the Labour Party and the big boys of the party. And Dominica Strong went out, man, after they make millions. And Dominicans there, like it's not their business. We young, we don't care. What happened? When that country slide from under us, man. But I know I came there to speak electoral reform.
But before you go, I want to take you back, rewind a tip there for a minute, Mr. Hillary, because I heard a recent pronouncement by the Prime Minister speaking to recommendations there. Some of the provisions would be a violation of the Constitution on the electoral reform. Let's listen to that clip there a minute before we come back and have a conversation. Hold on, Mr. Hillary.
Of the recommendations on the government website and making available to. I believe that all things considered, by the second week of April, we will present to the public by publication of the recommendations on the government website and making available to all and sundry so that they can be aware of what we're proposing to take to the Parliament in respect to electoral reform. Following which, as is required by law, we will submit that to the Electoral Commission. And then once we receive word from the Electoral Commission, we will go to Parliament to pass the legislation and to give the Electoral Commission the legal authority now by Parliament to proceed with implementing the electoral reform measures. In addition to that, we will ensure that the necessary budgetary allocations will be made in this upcoming budget to allow for the Electoral Commission to have the resources to implement the electoral reform measures. So I am satisfied that we will go to Parliament before the end of the financial year and before we present the 2024-2025 budget to the country. It's important that we move ahead with it. My hope and prayer is that those persons who say they want electoral reform and that they are genuinely interested in electoral reform will understand we have to go. We have to move and move with implementing those things. There are other issues in the Sir Dennis Byron report, which and some of which came out of the consultation, which have implications for the Constitution insofar as constitutional amendments. Our view is that if we can achieve our objectives based on what the citizens of Dominica are saying, where electoral reform is concerned, without having to interfere with the Constitution.
Mr. Hillary Shunford, are you there?
Matt,
yes.
I could barely hear. I kept telling you I cannot, but I can tell you though, from what I heard, that and the garbage in the Rosso Pubel has no difference. Utter garbage, Matt. Pure nonsense. You come next 8 months, and it will be the same thing. You'll play it for me again. Roosevelt Skerrit has no intention to give the people of Dominica meaningful electoral reform. That and the garbage in the Pubel, that what Roosevelt Skerrit is puking off his mouth has no difference. Okay, Matt? I'm telling you, the three members of the commission, the three passport salesmen, passport not selling now, they will hold on there until passport starts selling. You will never get electoral reform. Unless Dominican people, the people of Dominica must wake up on their lazy fat asses and come on the streets of Rosso and demand electoral reform.
Well, do you know, I know you're following this one very closely. Do you know any of the legislation that would affect anything in the Constitution?
Matt,
I'm here.
I'm saying to you, we did our own work within the commission headed by Ali Kma. And there was no problem in bringing forward what we wanted to bring.
Okay.
There was no issue with the Constitution, Matt. They want to bring it in their own way, Matt. To deal with your biometrics, Matt. That is the main issue. And Matt, let me just tell you something. From day one, Alec fought against fingerprint. You hear me, Matt?
Yeah.
Police taking your fingerprint. When police suspect you for a crime, they're taking your fingerprint. Why is it your fingerprint cannot be used on your ID, with your ID? But these guys, they do not want, you see how the hotels stay like monstrosities, Matt? They are going to stay there. You know they're taking all their money in Dubai? They're running away with their money. That is not going to happen to them. The evil you do, you have to live with it, Matt. So when Roosevelt Skerrit puking his garbage, playing it over and over doesn't help. He's not interested in reform. What we see is, Matt, look at that. I drive in the Warner Road. For the last 3 years, I see on the road Warner Future Housing Development Project, MMC. Something that not even settled yet, 4 years ago. And it's about the future of Warner. And MMC already have a contract. What happened? Roosevelt Skerrit doesn't see no other contractor in the entire world other than the MMC. Can't you see something is wrong? While we do not have paracetamol in our hospital, Roosevelt carried waiting for MMC to do projects after project, and rubbish, garbage, the people of Dominica get in. So would that man give you electoral reform, Matt? He has no interest. Until and unless the people of Dominica set their foot on the street and demand, fight for electoral reform, Dominica will stay zero under Roosevelt's carry.
All right, Hillary Shillingford, thank you very much for your perspective there on electoral reform. And that's the commissioner on the Electoral Commission. He's not confident at all that we will get electoral reform, that's for sure. So stay there. According to Dominica, in this dry guava season, election reform. On the telephone, hello, 224. We're here. Are you there, caller? Caller, are you there? No, you're not. Let's take a phone call. Are you there?
Good afternoon, man.
Yes, I.
Matt,
This is your fourth occasion this afternoon, huh?
The Prime Minister Barbados.
Okay.
What's the name?
Who?
Prime Minister Barbados. What is the name?
You're asking me the question that you have the answer to.
Now, okay. Last election, they sent soldiers there to us. We had no problem. 4 o'clock in the morning, they throw bullets and tear gas in people at Thursday. People get killed after. People did tear gas and the bullets. Now they stop in Haiti. Man dying like hot bread, like flies. The 37 soldiers in Haiti, they ban repo as they are. As all about it.
All right, it's 2:25 in the afternoon. Let's continue the phone calls. Are you there?
Yes, Matt. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to Bob Marley.
Yeah, Matt. This afternoon, man, I'm on a sad side, so.
You know what?
I just trying to take it. Sad side. My hero, Matt.
I know.
Yeah, what happened? I thinking of whether Salisbury should have their own flag, Matt, because if I had my own flag from Salisbury, it would have been flying at half mast. Because my hero, somebody I look up to, somebody I respect, I admire for his hard work and the contribution he made to Dominica, he has gone. And it's sad, Matt, so that's what it is, boys' life. And we have to hold on strong. I want to offer my condolences to his family, his mother Marlene, children Chris, Kurt, Denti, and all the rest of the family. Be strong, be courageous. I know you guys are God's children, Most of them fear the Almighty. All of them they live in Christ. So I know they'll be strong, but it's really have me thinking whether Salisbury should have their own flags. I could find my flag at half mast, man. That's why I didn't call yesterday afternoon, I wanted to take a little moment and just reflect and meditate. But Matt, that being said, Hillary Shillingford is absolutely right, Matt. I mean, you have to that's why I tell you, Matt, you have to look at the facts and the truth. Tony Astafan sent out that email, Matt. Dominica cannot forget that is the source. That is the beginning of the controversy, Matt. When the Electoral Commission had made up their mind to fix our electoral process, and Tony Astafan threw sand in the wheel, in the wheel, and from that day the wheel cannot spin because he's telling Roosevelt Skerritt and Alex Lawrence and all of them, this guy are thinking of reform, cleaning the voters list, ID, equal access to the rate. If you ever let them get reform or allow them to go ahead with that reform, Your winning legacy is over. Dominica know that we have what less with pool, even though that's what people make us think we have. Not Sudbury people, not Bob Marley, Matt. And I don't want Q95 listeners to forget. You can forgive, but don't forget. That is the source of the problem. Roosevelt Skerrit don't have no intention of giving Dominica electoral reform because he believes he cannot win. And I still disagree with him, Matt, because we see it happening in Antigua. Antigua did it. And the Labour Party at the time, they lost. But after they come back and win, Roosevelt Skerrit now corrupt is. He don't have confidence in himself and his family party. And you have people out there talking about UWP lose election for 24 years. You're planting your pumpkin, you're planting your tomato, and somebody's stealing it every time you come and harvest and telling you cannot buy a pound of sugar. Emma, that is not right. We never had an equal playing field. People, our system has 3 branches of government. The judiciary is one of them. It is part of our government. They told Dominican people the process is tainted. It is not fit to execute any election. We cannot go into another election with a tainted process. It's not good, it's corrupt. And that is how Roosevelt Skerrit have been winning election. He's not winning, he's still in election. Asmonel William in St. Joseph. Thompson Fountain in what it come from, Matt?
Grand Fond.
Monshon.
Grand Fond.
Grand Fond. Ron Green in La Plaine. Teacher Allen in Cassie Bruce. Huh? So in Roseau Central. Blue have the evidence. You can ask Blue to tell you about it. People register when they go look for the name where them people register. It's empty parking lot. And you have some people, you support your party, Labour Party, but talk the truth, I don't attacking you with Dominican. You have a right to support your party, just like me and anybody else. But you have to be honest. You have to be fair. And Matt, what I notice is going on in Dominica, before I cut off, there is a realignment politically taking place. People are realigning themselves with corruption and righteousness, good and bad, propaganda and facts, evidence. Politics is a noble, and that is why we call our ministers honorable. They're supposed to be honorable people. People with dignity, integrity, people with ideas, people that are transparent, people that are honest, people that are competent. You understand, Matt? You cannot victimize somebody because they have a different view. That is not politics, my friend. You cannot lie and play tricks, robbing the country resources for once. That is not politics, my friend. You understand? You have to stand for what is right. And we can sit down and have the debate. Because Lennox Linton will tear them up like a crab when come to issue it. Edison James, any one of them, Matt. Because you see, that's what United Workers' Party supporters don't understand. We have a lot of potential leaders. Annette Stanford from the Kalinago and her husband. That's it. Matt, we have so many people, so competent leaders. When you have this caliber of people in a group, you will always find a little pulling and a little twisting because all of them can be leaders. But the way the UWP set up is a democratic process. The person that win, we all rally behind them.
Thank you, Bob Marley. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back. Right back.
The House of Tayabingi, the University of the West Indies Open Campus, the Cultural Division and the Dominica Reparations Committee present Africa Day Celebrations 2024. Rally Round Reparations at the UE Open Campus, Africa Village.
Don't you where you come from?
As long as you're a black man, you're an African. Thursday, May 23, symbolizing the educational component. Educational exhibition by the schools. Teachings and school cultural activities at 7 p.m. Panel discussion, the topic, health and reparations. Panelists include Dr. Irvin Pascal, Jacqueline Primo, and Dr. Benjamin. Moderated by Dr. David Johnson. My African spirit, guide and protect by you. Friday, May 24, symbolizing Africa Dress Day and health component. Symbolizing in healthy foods, natural eating, Africa fashion display, and evening with poetry, drumming, and more. Africa unite. Saturday, May 25th, Africa Day, symbolizing the spiritual, cultural component. Africa Day Rally, tribute to cultural icon Rasmo. Award ceremony, recognition to Mama Nats for her enduring contribution to Africa health consciousness. Caribbean link up with addresses. The Gathering for Unity for Reparation. Artists, music, poetry, drumming, celebration. On Sunday, May 26, 12 noon, memorial celebration for Desmond Delmans Marcel Moses Rasmo at White River in Point Milan. Partners include QFM The Big Station, Creole Handbit, House of Diabingi, and more. Africa Day celebrations 2024, May 23rd to May 26th. Rally round reparations.
I want to go back, way back. I remember asking Mr. Skerritt at a news conference some time ago, when will he step down as Prime Minister as promised?
You have a question about my stepping down? When? You said 2025? Yeah, 2025. We have some time. 2025. So 2025.
All right, so let's go back to another clip. I think it was somewhere in Barbados. It's part of a conversation. Listen again.
Me, it's about the people of the country. It's about my political party. I want to ensure that I leave a strong party in government, and the future of Dominica is left in conscientious and safe hands. You know, I've been around for some time. I came in as a young person at an age when most people would not even think of getting into politics. And I believe I have played my part. I've made my contribution. And I think it's time to hand over to somebody of the choosing of the party and the party members. And whoever that person is, I will give my 100% support to that person and to the party. I'm at peace with my decision. I think it's the best decision for the party and eventually for the country.
So you heard your Prime Minister in 2025. He's very at ease to pass on the baton, but will he? Is a different question. And he has promised reform on the campaign. Listen again to Mr. Skerritt.
Said repeatedly, we will make whatever changes are necessary. Indeed, I hope to have the sole commission's report in by January or February, and to have the document as approved by the same observers, tabled in Parliament and acted upon by Easter of 2023. So the changes that we all agree would be helpful will be made, and in a timely manner before the next general elections due in 2027. I believe that with the change of leadership of the UWP, we may be able to get a more constructive attitude emanating from them. So, my dear people, tonight, these now immortal words of Michael Jackson, this is it.
So you heard it yourself, huh? I have a producer, feeding me some archives. Thank you very much. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Matt,
Yes.
if the saying, liar, liar, pants on fire, Roosevelt Scared would have died from first to third degree burns, Matt. Good afternoon.
All right, hello, talk to me on the telephone, 449-3095-9697. Hello, yeah. 449-3095, 449-3096, and 449-3097. More telephone calls coming in. More telephone calls. Are you there?
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Long time. Are you okay?
It's been a while. It's been a really long time, Matt. Matt, I'm listening to this thing, and I think even to a certain extent, some people have taken this whole electoral reform thing as a joke or calling elections. And I listen to these people call from overseas who support the Labour Party, and they don't even seem concerned. They think it is a joke. They think that when election comes around, they will go around recruiting their voters, get their vehicles or their planes, and get the people to come down and vote. It's no big deal for them. And it is sad because, when you look at the average Dominican person in Dominica, people whose lives have been transformed, people who are seriously hurting. Matt, there's so many deaths in Dominica right now. Have we taken time to stop and think about the level of stress that Dominicans are under? Stress causes high blood pressure. Many of these people, they die because of things like high blood pressure, hypertension, because they are under so much stress. Yet I hear these people calling from overseas like it's some kind of joke, like it's some kind of game that they're playing with people's lives. This is not a game. We're talking about people who had businesses, who can no longer take care of their homes. Marriage is breaking, children going, leaving their homes, families breaking apart. Yet they take this for a joke and they sit in the comfort of their overseas, wherever they are, waiting for the call for them to recruit. Of course, they claim they don't know because all the time, all along, when we hear about elections, they're right there planning and strategizing. While Dominicans continue to languish, Matt, we talk about young people, right? I watch over here. There's a war going on in the Middle East. The people who are out there fighting for rights, for just cause, are not elderly people. They are the young people. The young people are the ones who know that tomorrow belongs to them. And so in Dominica, when young people just sit back and say, well, I hear many young people say they want to take a leadership role, It's all good and well. We can give them the leadership role. They can take the leadership role, but you have to show that you're ready to stand up. The people who are fighting for better lives are the young people. Our young people are sitting there. We did not get cricket. How many young people who play cricket? We have Dominicans right now in West. I'm hoping chosen to play cricket with the West Indies team. Mm-hmm. We even give them ambassadorship. They are not being represented. They are not being represented because we cannot even host a T20 cricket match for 4 light poles. Yet we sit there talking about what? People from overseas who recruit people to come down and vote, calling and making it a joke. Young people in Dominica too busy COing, and partying, Matt, and I may get flack for that, but I don't care. I looked at a picture this weekend. By the way, Matt, I just want to congratulate Mr. Linton's 2 children who have just graduated college. This man has been persecuted in Dominica so much, Matt. All they needed to do was to strip this man. Yet he has stood firm for Dominica. And congratulations and kudos to his children who just graduated college. Guess what? They are potential leaders. They are potential Dominican leaders, Matt. And so when I sit back and I hear the young people say, young people don't want to stand up. Young people don't want to do this, and young people don't want to. The people, the more mature people, the older people, they have to feel confident that these people are ready to do something. The culture of Dominica continues to decline, Matt. I watched the Prime Minister's wife put a picture on social media, it's public, and people had no problem with it, with all her titties outside, Matt, and in a short pant sitting on her husband's lap. People say, you're a prude. It's not about being a prude. These people represent Dominica, Matt. This is the kind of thing we need to be teaching our children, the younger people, so that they will understand what it is to fight for a country. Not everything that's thrown in their face. Fool them. Keep them drunk on rum and seawater, Matt. That is what is happening in our country. All around the country, young people are standing up. Yet we idolize and we say these things are right. I have never seen Michelle Obama present herself in that manner. If you are a head of state, you don't need to be doing those things. You don't need to be representing. When you do that, you represent me and every other Dominican. We want people who look upstanding to represent Dominicans. It's not what we are. Our culture has deteriorated too. Yet we see kids in school. We see kids in school with singing all kinds of songs that they should not be singing. And I still see certain people upstanding people in Dominica say that they call people who cry out against it hypocrites, people who the world look up to. So what are the values? Would you want your child to come in your house and say, I'm ready to F? If you are a parent, would you like your child in front of you jumping and screaming, I'm ready to F? Yet when people call out this nonsense, you call them hypocrites. Matt, Dominicans have to stand up for something. Dominicans are the ones who have this man doing that to them. We are the ones who have to stand up and say enough is enough, Matt. Because everywhere around the world, young people are standing up and taking charge. They stood up. Imagine they went to the schools. There are different ways to protest. You don't have to be violent, You can have a hunger strike. You can go there every day. These are ways. You don't have to make noise. Sometimes the silent protest is even more effective. But you have to tell this man you need your electoral reform so you can have free and fair elections. Everywhere around the world, they have free and fair elections. And these people that call from overseas, and they're doing like it's a joke. Tell them to come down and live in the country. Live there for 6 months. They come home, they party, they have a good time. They recruit voters. They get incentives. They get to build hotels. They get to do crap. While their village mashing up, falling down mad. What kind of people are we? What kind of selfish people are we? When are we going to look out for our brothers and sisters? When are we going to be our sisters' keepers and our brothers' keepers, Matt? When are we going to say we stand firm and we stand together, come together as one people, Matt? There are many things I don't agree with. Thompson is the leader of the opposition. I can tell you maybe 100% I don't agree that Thompson is overseas as a leader. Yet when I see Thompson and Mr. Linton coming together, everybody had so many things to say, to start something, and then the ERC come together. Sam Raphael destroyed Mr. Linton. Mr. Linton put that aside and he said he's going to support the economic summit over in Jungle Bay, at Jungle Bay, Matt. That is the kind of maturity we need. That is the kind of we will never agree with everybody, Matt. We are never going to agree with everybody. But if we put our differences aside and say, you know what, for the sake of country, let's do this together. Let's do that together. Maybe, just maybe, we will make a step forward and move a little further along the line of what it is to be a true Dominican and to save our country. But there's so much I want to tell you today. Look at Emo News. MONews was recognized in St. Lucia while we here in Dominica are suppressing MONews. They made her, the Ministry of Tourism gave her accolades, Matt, even gave her a job while we here in Dominica. There's no reason MONews even has to be teaching. MONews should have a whole thing running and getting so many gigs from the government and from other private entities that she shouldn't even have to be teaching. Maybe she's just doing it for the sake of passion. But when other countries say our sister island, St. Lucia, can recognize MONews, while our own government, because what? She maybe doesn't support them because come on, Matt. When are we as a people going to say, we got to stop this crap, and whoever it is, whether labor rights, UWPI, APPI, UPPI, whatever it is, freedomite, come together as a people and bring this country forward. The young people, this is your responsibility. Get off the seawall high and take a stand. Take a stand. You want to be in control? Take a stand. Look around you. All around the world, young people are making it happen, Matt. I know you haven't heard my voice in a long time.
Boy, you have exhaled there, Abson there. But again, we always welcome you, and feel free anytime. According to Dice, it's back to country, eh? Back to country. This one there from Dice, King Dice. Let's do this one.
My heart is heavy, my soul not free. I feel this every day. Maybe I'm just guilty. Dominica has become this way, where people are standing on political mischief and division. And politicians control citizens heart and soul before God, before land, before church, before family and country. Dear Dominica, my true confession is what I didn't do. I watched you suffer, for my allegiance was to someone else, not you. No advantages, many in numbers, the patriots of you. So it's no wonder we are where we are. We did not stand with you. Now we are best in poverty, roots of a misplaced loyalty. Now we must turn back to country, each and everybody, beginning with you. Lots of signs, but none so blind as he who will not see. Loyalty to party is the road to poverty. As division brought us progress, our people enjoying success. It is already late. Come, let's grab our faith and repatriate our heart, our minds to our country. Oh, please. Dear Dominica, my true confession is what I didn't do. I watched you suffer, for my allegiance was to someone else, not you. All your exploiters, many strangers, the patriots of you. So it's no wonder we are where we are. We did not stand with you. Now we live with hostility, fruits of a misplaced loyalty. Now we must turn back to country first, immediately, beginning with me. It won't be easy, change is hard, everything has its price. But for children and country, it is worth the sacrifice. The past is past that we cannot change, but our present and future remains. Take a good look around, we have lost so much ground. Turn around, come around, your loyalty belongs to this country.
Those of you on Facebook, good afternoon to you.
My true confession is what I didn't do. I got you supper. All my allegiance was to someone else, not you.
Someone saying good afternoon today.
All your exploiters,
team of dice.
The patriots of you. So it's no wonder we are where we are. We did not stand with you. Whoa. Now if we are in this honesty, fruits of a misplaced loyalty. Now we must learn man to country, each and everybody, beginning with me.
Let's wrap it up here with this one there from Singing Sandy in the afternoon, some calypsos. Yes, on the 15th day of May, 2024. That's live.
Who goes there? Dante. Ooh, mama. Aha. Okay, boy. You sacrificing and you working so hard. Somebody somewhere wishing you back. Sometimes you smile, but inside you sad. There's somebody somewhere wishing you back. Is it human nature? We get that culture. We just don't want to see it all that prosper. So sometimes it no sense to you making enemy. Someone we never know nowhere. Fighting hard to keep you down. Been like everything you do. Some people for you and some against you. Yeah.
What a song to go. Singing Sandy.
Nothing there.
2008.
They will bend you darker than Satan. Accuse you of everything they can. You know how the public just love a gossip. Oh, they will drag them through the gutter. If the history of your mother, but bitch, go through your struggle. Because when they think you break, they're breaking you down. They're just making you stronger. That's life.
Good afternoon to Tessa in the Bronx. I know you love the dice, boy.
Okay, boy. You looking good, but you have it hard. Somebody somewhere wishing you back. It's not today, it's something you have. Somebody somewhere wishing you back. And it could even be a friend or family. Envy and jealousy, these are human problems. But anyone who really wants to keep others down, they can't progress, they can't move on, because to keep one down, you must get down with them. It's like everything you do. Some people for you and some against you. Yeah. And those who are against you, there is nothing they wouldn't do. They will insult your intelligence, try to break down your confidence. You know it's easier to mash up than build up.
If God is willing, I'll be back on the radio tomorrow.
That's only in front you go. protect you. Hold on to your struggle. Cause when the thing break, they're breaking you down. They're just making you stronger. That's life.
Number one, talk show in the afternoon. Talk on the block.
Mama. Okay, boy. Sometimes you're right, passing for your wrong. Somebody always wishing you bad. People you have been fighting you tongue. Somebody always wishing you bad. But if you want to win, if your goal is success, then you have to have the heart of a lion. I am a lion that's big for passion. And when it comes to Calypso, they can do what they want, they can bring me down. You like everything you do. Some people for you and some against you. Yeah. And those who are against you, there is nothing they would do. They will never give Jackie. Jackie if she deserves it. And if you're not strong, mankind will break you down. Oh, not me, I run it. I'm gonna keep on coming regardless. To their biasness. Cause when the thing break, they're breaking me down. They're just making me stronger. That's life.
Here's another one I know you want to hear before we leave this afternoon there and join Flow. Let's one. My friend Gerald George. Good afternoon to you, Josephine Gabriel and company. Good afternoon to Jenny and the guys there on the block.
I wrote a letter to the director of the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, man. I say, why bother with Bollywood actors when the real pirates and them, they're right here. Yeah, man. Just look in the Caribbean, man cast our politicians. Well, it's strictly Grammy winners on your hands. Yeah, man. They acting very well. They will make your movie sell. They perfect for the part. Them fellas have no heart. They defy every day what the Bible say, that crime can never pay. They plunder rain, and yes, they plunder rain. They squander rain, offshore cane. Bear man, in Cayman. Oh yeah. Yeah, I tell you, Cayman, Cayman is true. Yes, it's true. So don't let them fool you. When they go to Cayman, that is the rendezvous for the real pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, yo, yo. Hey, mama, oh, yo, yo. Moy, moy, vida, vida, caranay. Moy, yo, 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 yo. Hey, boy. If you want drama, bring your camera and follow Some Caribbean leaders everywhere. Yeah, man. You want to wonder if they just remember their hope and the trust of the people who put them there. Yeah, man. When these Caribbean leaders meet with those international groups, they remind me of them pirates in the history books. Yeah, man. They dressing very well by their expensive suits, you can tell. They deal in anything. Passports down to human trafficking. And your lawyer friends who protecting them from the people who elected them.
Q95.
Yes, they from the rain. This
Q95. 95.
Offshore McCain. Women in Cayman. Oh, yeah, man. I tell you, Cayman. Cayman is true. Yes, it's true. Man, don't let them fool you. When they go to Cayman, that is the rendezvous for the
95.
of the Caribbean. Oh, yo. Baba Tita Saturday. Where mama? Tita Tina Saturday. Still Bagole, Bubble.
Oh, we're waiting patiently for Flo.
Come and send them in their homeland while they campaigning as honorable gentlemen. They're so convincing when they're speaking. They don't have to act. It's their natural habitat. Man. However, I must mention some of them have good intentions, but they never, ever.
Boy, look at how Dominica come. Look at how Dominica come. You remember Spider? There was this one there. As we go, we'll leave you with Spider. You can't help but love Q, huh?
I don't need nobody to tell me what is going on in my country. Oh, I can see all the confusion, hatred, jealousy, and division. We don't have a sound economy, only hardship, stress, and misery. Those interests don't come from no banana. Rotting on and left us to suffer right and the Christmas vision. Fix the apples that was stolen down. Day by day, Lord, we keep going down. For that we come on your banana sun, your cocoa and the ground, still waiting for the vision to come. And to make my that west look the apparatus, put a 5% that on us. So we keep going down on the road to Sodom, and the whole country keeps going down slowly. Just look at them, DC, another industry, it's going down slowly.
asti roule. Comme ça, les ouè, magasin Flow asti roule en communauté ou obe en la ouia, pas paix. Vini pour quitter travailler Flow ba ou bon service professionnel. Magasin Flow asti roule. N'importe place, n'importe l'air. Ka vini en palapotou. Flow ka vini tout de suite. A dans en l'occasion tout poué. The new Flow Store on Wheels is here and ready to serve you. We promised you innovation and we have delivered. The Flow Store on Wheels is equipped to provide all the great products and services available at our Flow Experience Center. If you want to purchase the latest smartphones, sign up for a new service, log a fault, pay a bill, or simply make an inquiry, you can do it all at our Flow Store on Wheels. Now that's what you call full service on wheels. So when you see our Flow Store on Wheels in your community or on your street, don't be shy. Stop by and let our professional team serve you. The new Flow Store on Wheels, convenience and reliability at your doorstep. Coming soon to a location near you.
You an easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
Too many days you're on your way.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch